I do.
Well, you don't spend you don't golf, so you're way ahead of the game.
Well, that's why you spend a lot more than I do at the barbers. I don't spend nothing. I haven't been to a barber in so many years. I can't remember the last time I was at a barber.
You know, they're hard to find anymore. The old style barber, they're either retired and I was talking to a barber once and he said there is no more barber school. It's just beautician school.
Wow.
Remember going to the barber where you get that straight razor out and he sharpen it with that big leather strap?
Yes. Look, my very first barber that I can remember, which is also the barber that gave me my very first haircut, which I don't remember. But, yes, he did that. Even when I was a little kid, cut my hair and he would trim it up with a straight razor.
Catnap. Slacking tonight.
Well, see how you didn't answer. That made me think of a story. Like I said, my barber was my barber from the first haircut. So when I was like 6 or 8 years old, all the kids that I hung around with had what they called back then a teddy bear haircut, which your hair was like you said. They put a spacer on, like a half inch or quarter inch or something, and go over the whole head. So you had a little bit of hair, but and butch haircut. I like them. But my mom forbid me from having one. So when I was like 8 or 10 years old, I was allowed to go to the barber shop by myself. Because on my block, right up the street, I think it was 50 cents. And she gave me 50 cents. And I told my barber, I said, I want a teddy bear. And he asked me, he said, did your mom? Oh yes, my mom told me it was okay. He gave me a teddy bear. When my mom came home from work and got off that bus, she didn't even get across the street. She was fucking furious.
She didn't like the teddy bear.
She forbid me from getting one, and I got it anyway.
Tell her you saved her money because you won't need a haircut for a long time.
All I know is, I didn't get my ass beat, but I was in the doghouse for a while.
You're a bad influence.
On who?
I don't know.
My mother did the same thing to me, Brother Rat. And when I came home with that haircut, she was screaming.
Oh, but it wasn't a teddy bear. It was an earlier version, right? What was your hair do that she didn't like?
I think then it was called a teddy bear too, or a crew cut. I don't remember.
Well, the crew cut was they used a big wide-ass comb and shaved a flat spot from the front to the back, so it stood up in the front. Teddy bear was just like a quarter-inch all over.
That's what I had, a teddy bear.
Yeah, it was probably used for, that term was probably used for a very long time.
I thought it was cool. All the other kids had it, and it was summertime.
See, look, man, you're just a little bit older than me. That's exactly what I experienced. All my friends had it. Well, most of them. But my mom, she wouldn't hear of it. I don't know why.
Wow, they were old school. And all the men back then had longer hair, and they were well groomed, and you come home looking like a porcupine. Catnap came home with his hair all spiked. His mother was going to kill him.
That's funny, because I remember growing up, I caught shit for wanting a high and tight or a crew cut. Then I caught shit for wanting to let my hair grow out. I couldn't please nobody.
You were caught in the middle.
Catnap, you were supposed to have, quote-unquote, a conventional haircut. Not one way or the other, a conventional haircut.
Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted a high and tight or a crew cut, something short. And then when I got older, I wanted to let my hair grow out. And each time, no, you can't cut your hair. No, you can't let your hair grow out. What the hell?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was not a conventional haircut. Look, in 8th grade in Cedarville school, the Beatles were popular. My mom didn't approve it, but I cut my hair with a Beatle haircut. I used to comb it back, like the 50s. But the Beatle haircut, I combed all my hair forward, cut it all straight across the front like the Beatles, and went to school like that.
I bet you were the cool cat.
Me and about 3 other people, 3 other guys did the same thing. Yeah, we were ridiculed for it, made fun of. Mostly by the teachers and staff. Matter of fact, our gym teacher, we were doing quote-unquote wrestling, and we said we're going to have a special treat today. We're going to have 2 bugs wrestling, and he picked me and another guy that had a Beatle haircut. So we're going to have 2 Beatles wrestling.
Oh, that's funny. Are we done? Hello? Hello?
Suggest a subject. Don't ask if we're done. Liven it up. Say something. State something. Ask a question.
Coming from the man whose second handle is "Are we done yet?"
You stop that.
Hey, Rad, I got a quick story that you might like.
See that? Go right ahead. I love stories.
So I was sitting here a couple of days ago talking on this Phantom, and all of a sudden I heard a zzz, and Lady Catnap seen, in her words, an orange Cheeto coming at my head.
Get the hell out!
Yeah, I threw an arc off the chassis, and it almost touched, like that painting God's finger touching whatever the atom or whatever it was? I almost got slicked in the head by a lightning bolt.
Bam! So does it still work or did it fly?
I'm working on it now. I've done some extensive modifications to this poor box, and I've neglected a certain capacitor. I had to go from a 1 kV to a 2 kV, and it blew a hole through that one, and it rode the chassis to my forehead.
Wow. Did you have the cover on it, the case? I know they have holes in the case, but did you have the case on it?
Yeah, the case was on it, but it came out the bottom.
Oh!
Needless to say, I replaced that.
And it hasn't exploded in your face since?
No, knock on wood. That was the second time it did that, and I didn't want a third time.
Oh, so you didn't figure out why the first time?
Oh, no, the first time it was a cold solder joint on one of the parasitics coming off the top of the tube. Had a cold solder joint, and it arced above the case to my light that's on top of the box.
Oh!
Yeah, it blew a blue RF bolt to my light.
Ain't high voltage wonderful?
Oh, it looked beautiful. I wish the lights were off.
Yeah. You lit up the room.
It looked cool as shit.
Hey, Catnap, I heard you say something, knock on wood. Wasn't that the lyrics of a song?
Yeah, probably.
He's too young. Yes, it was. I don't remember who the first one was done by, the original. I think it was, I want to say Brenton Woods. But that's too close to the title. No, there was a song, definitely, and I love a disco version by Amy Stewart by the same name. But yes, it is a song, and yes, it was original and a disco cover.
Wasn't it knock 3 times?
No. Oh, what? I heard you knock 3 times. No, that's nothing to do with this.
Wasn't that a song?
In a song. I mean, I didn't know who made it.
What? Was it a guy group? Knock on wood. Fuck. I know that. Look, I know there's a version by Amy Grant that I love because I have it in my playlist, and I used to play it all the time before my neighbors stopped me from playing music. But can't remember the original. I think it was a guy duo. Shit. Look it up, Ted. I can't remember. That's right. That's the one. That's my favorite version. But I know there was a version before. Many years before. I know it.
What's up, Gear Jammer? No, I don't do radios.
What the fuck was that? Horribly overmodulated fucking catastrophe.
It was a train wreck is what it was.
All I heard was... RJ, teach us how to play music on the radio, will you?
I'm not prepared, Rat. I mean, I can have something ready here in a couple of minutes, but I don't. You come up with something good, and I'll look it up and play it.
Look it up. Knock on wood. All versions. Probably Amy Stewart is the top one you'll find, but look for other ones by a male or a male duo.
Oh wait, is that the song? Yeah, it's a lady singing where she's like, knock, knock, knock on wood.
Yeah, you got it close. That's yes.
Okay, I know that one. All right, hold on.
Who did that? Who did that overmodulated horrible version? Who did that? That was a much bigger singer than most of the people I'm talking to. Who did that? No. I wasn't blaming you. Look, it was a much bigger signal than most of the people I talked to. I noticed that. I don't know who it was. Don't care. It's just, that was terrible. Couldn't recognize that song. I know the song like the back of my hand because I loved it. It was my playlist. I couldn't recognize it.
Can you sing a couple bars?
Knock, knock, knock on wood. We're gonna knock, knock, knock on wood. That's 8 bars, I think. Nobody's gonna speak up for that fucking abomination, are they?
Pitiful.
Alright, so I'm guessing you're talking about the song by Amy Stewart. This is what I came up with. Oh yeah, it's a little bit faster than I thought. I don't know if this is a great recording of it or not, or digital version. I'm trying to make it sound good in my ear. Oh, it's trippy, man. This video's like, it's right up your alley, Rat. Like doing some LSD or acid or something. Look at all these. The only thing the video's missing is a bunch of mushrooms in the background.
Fuck you, RJ. It was there was a disco version. It was from the 70s. It was an earlier version. I'm going to look it up because I'm so curious now. That wasn't the first version, but you are right. I love that song. Both back then, when I loved that song, it was on the radio. There was no fucking videos, you know what I mean? In the 70s, there was no music videos.
MTV had it.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about that when I said what I said, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, there was no music videos back then.
So, I love the song. Well, my point is, RJ, I love the song long before I saw the video. I didn't see the video until I stumbled upon that song on YouTube and put it in my playlist.
So, we can sorry. So, you know what I'm talking about, though, then?
Oh, 100%.
It is pretty trippy.
I think the version I heard was by a male singer.
That's what I said. Tim, I know there's an earlier version. I just can't remember who it was by.
Oh, there was a male singer of that song?
Yeah.
Long before that version.
Oh, real? Eddie Floyd? Does that sound right?
That could very well be. I'm not saying that's it, but Eddie Floyd rings a bell from that time period. It could very well be.
Play that one, RJ.
Alright, so here I got a slight commercial here. I'm gonna wait for it to run out. Unless I can, yeah, I should be able to skip it here in just a second. Alright, so here's Eddie Floyd, Knock on Wood.
Rat, you done dancing?
Whoa, man, got my blood pumping.
Rat was over there dancing like George Jefferson.
Yeah, he's dancing around. I could just picture him.
Sliding them feet on the ground and the legs just moving along.
No.
That brought back a lot of memories. That whole conversation. That was wonderful.
I can't imagine Rat dancing like Elaine.
Look, I know Elaine. I don't know the episode, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea how I dance, so how you compare it to anybody, I don't know.
Hey, Rat.
Yes.
It was an episode where they were at a party and everybody started dancing and everybody looked at her because she was the worst dancer in the room.
Oh, so you equate me to that. Okay, look, you don't know how I dance, so you're entitled to that. But you don't know me back in the 70s.
You ever do the sprinkler, Brother Rat?
So what?
It's called the sprinkler.
Short answer is no.
Yeah, the sprinkler.
Oh, you know about it, RJ?
Oh yeah, I know the sprinkler.
Oh, describe it to me, please.
You gotta look it up, man. There's no explaining the sprinkler.
Oh, that's not true. That is absolutely not true. There's a way to describe anything.
It's the way you dance after you do a 1K cake stand.
Oh, what?
It's the byproduct of a lot of alcohol. 'Cause I don't think sober people do the sprinkler.
Hey, did anybody see that guy from Taiwan like throw up on television?
Right!
There was a guy from Taiwan. He was standing next to like the prime minister of Taiwan or whatever the guy's called, like their president or whatever. And he was giving some speech, and I don't know what the guy standing next to him just like started like projectile vomiting.
Awkward.
Oh, sorry about that.
What the hell?
Yeah, that was a Gear Jammer just texted something. And my text message alert is a train whistle.
Unique, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Knock on wood. Ain't it great?
That's a catchy tune, Ferguson. Gotta get the wife and start dancing around the room. You got that song, That One Rat, in your files by that guy?
No, I do not. I have it in my playlist by Amy Stewart. I knew there was another version, but I never pursued it.
I think that's the better one, don't you?
The original? Yes, the original, I loved that one. I loved it. But there was too many years between that and the Amy Stewart version. By that time, I was into disco. See, so I didn't really pay attention much to the original version. But yes, I consider the original version much better. It's slower. It's just better.
I would put that one in your files, too.
Now that I can't remember the guy's name, but I'll look it up just like he did by the title. I'll eventually find it, and I will.
think it was Eddie Foyle.
That's right, Eddie Foyle.
Floyd.
Floyd. Eddie Floyd.
That name rings a bell, but he wasn't a famous star. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't a household word.
Oh, he sung it better than that dumb bitch.
Oh my. You don't like disco, do you?
Some of it. But I think that had a better beat, better sound to it. The whole thing sounded better to me.
It does to people like us, Tim. But in the 70s, to the young people, the disco version sounded better.
What are you, a baby boomer?
As are you.
No, I ain't. I'm considered the silent generation.
Oh, really? Well, I'm a baby boomer, pretty sure. I was born after a start date and way before the stop date.
I think baby boomers started in 45.
Well, I'm 48.
You're a boomer. Baby boomers were a bunch of shit, you know that?
I meant 49. I don't even know my own birth year. I meant 49. What the fuck are you mean? What? Baby boomer, what do you mean? Pardon me, Pegasus. I'd like to know what 10 meant by baby boomers suck. 10.
What?
Come on, 10. You said it. Own up to it.
He said he was a silent generation. I mean, what else do you want?
Damn, I didn't think of that, RJ. You may be right.
Boomers were from 46 to 64.
Okay, thank you. I said 48. I don't know my own birthday. I was 49. I'm sorry, 49.
Are you a boomer now, Pegasus? I'm sorry to hear that.
What? Your pre-boomer generation was better than ours, 10?
I wouldn't say that. But I think after the boomers, what generation is that? X or what? What is that?
Yes, generation. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I may be. Oh, no, I'm not. Dave and Sam are Generation X too.
What are you, RJ?
X. I was born in 75.
You're X too?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, RJ, don't feel bad. If you're not from his generation, you suck. Me too. Proud of it.
Just a bunch of whippersnappers out there.
I heard that a lot when I was young.
Catnap, what year were you born?
I plead the fifth.
I thought it was 99.
What?
I thought it was 1999.
No.
Wasn't that a song by Bon Jovi?
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
I got shoes older than Catnap.
Yeah, I'm a fucking millennial, man. I don't want to be a millennial. I am not a millennial.
Not at heart, right?
What?
Not at heart. You don't want to be a millennial. He's not at heart a millennial.
Nope, not at all, man. Nope.
Yeah, I think Catnap's a Gen X at heart.
Yeah, I would have killed to have lived to the 60s. Oh my God.
I did. I loved it.
Me too.
Catnap's a boomer at heart.
Probably. I'd have killed to been at Woodstock.
Had some of the most fun of my life in the 60s. Oh, that was part of my fun back then, Gear Jammer.
Hey, Gear Jammer. I was dating a girl a while back, just a handful of years ago. We went to a few car shows, and she was telling me how ugly all these old cars were, and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, for the high beams on it. Yeah, a little push button on the floor. Yeah, they gotta bring that back.
I'm not going to argue about it. I like it better now.
Or you like having it right there by the steering wheel where you ain't got to do nothing? You ain't got to move your feet?
Yes. Look, I grew up, of course, on pedal switch. It was a bitch if you were somewhere when you had the clutch depressed. You know, you wanted to change beams, you had to put it in neutral, let the clutch out, change your beams, and then go back in gear. That sucked.
Oh.
Hey, Rat, who's going to be the next president?
Your mama.
Nah, she ain't here.
She ain't here yet?
She's gone.
10. I'm sorry. Look, that's the first thing I just think of. I have no clue. Look, no offense, Tim, but I don't think that way. You do. I don't care.
The man was asking you a serious question. You give him a dumb answer like that?
What was it? Oh, because I said your mama? Yeah, that was a dumb answer.
Are you apologizing to me?
Yes, for bringing your mama into it. God bless the woman. She had nothing to do with it. Yeah. But I don't understand. See, I don't think about things like you do. I don't worry about things that I can't change.
I'm glad you apologized to me, but the next time I see you, I'm still going to punch you in the head.
Okay. Don't be surprised if you get punched back.
I doubt it. You ain't going to get up by the time I leave.
Okay. You're not allowed here anymore.
You know I love you, Rat.
I know. But really, all joking aside, Tan, that's the first thing came to my mind. Your mama. I really do apologize.
I hear you, that's okay.
It sounds to me like he's still trying to offend you, Ten.
I don't know. I consider the source. He's getting old.
I was trying to apologize. What are you talking about, RJ? I apologize.
I mean, you keep bringing it up.
Because I feel so bad about it. Shouldn't have done it. It was a spur of the moment thing.
It's all right, Rat. Don't worry about it. We're good. All right, what are we going to do for trivia tonight?
What do we need trivia for?
Something to talk about.
We're already talking.
Obviously, Tim's not satisfied with the conversation.
That's what it sounds like.
You know who I'd like to punch in the face, RJ?
Who's that?
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom?
I'd like to just grab him by the tie and pull him in and hit him with a right hand.
Yeah, he seems like one of them characters.
I couldn't be around a guy like that for 10 minutes.
No.
I better watch how I talk. I'm getting too old for that shit.
That's right. You should think, Tim, before you speak. You're talking about a government official. And in this government, you can be disappeared for talking negatively about a government official.
You're right.
I hate to throw That's right.
Hey, TJ! What happened to TJ on Pegasus? Did you say something to him, Rat?
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know if you even talked to him.
I said good evening the same as everybody else did.
Hey, Ryder. Hey, Pegasus! Did you get your blue book yet? The blue book. Did you get it in the mail yet? I got mine yesterday. And I thought, boy, this is easy. And then they changed it. They want your earnings from 2024, your earnings from 2025, a bunch of other little shit. They didn't even ask for that last year. The hell, the state knows what you make. You filed your state income tax. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Just more stuff to fill out. Hope you make a mistake.
You know what? Damn. I said something earlier, Tim, and that's what I was alluding to. Make it more difficult in hopes that you will fuck it up and we don't have to pay you.
Probably right.
Ain't politicians wonderful?
Well, when you fill it out, you gotta dig all your old records out, and, you know, your last year's taxes, and what you got on an IRA distribution or off the previous year.
Look, I get a pittance every year from my IRA. Virtually the same every year. A few dollars different, but I don't know from 2 fucking years ago what it was. I probably don't have the records.
Yeah, well, they want to know total earnings, what you got from this, what you got from tax-free, if you had tax-free bonds and all that bullshit.
Well, you know, Tim, there's a lot of shysters out there, you know. They might rob the government. They might get, 15 or 20 cents more than they're actually allowed.
That's it. What gripes me is they already have that information. And if you're off by $1 or $2, they're gonna give you a bunch of junk.
It's what you said in the first place, Tim. I'll make it more difficult. I hope you make a mistake so I don't have to pay you.
your grandson leave tonight, or he's leaving tomorrow?
He's leaving tomorrow afternoon, but he knows that I will be sleeping most of the day tomorrow, because you know my schedule. Friday nights, I stay up till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I sleep all day. So he's planning on leaving early in the afternoon, because he has to be in Wisconsin on Monday morning.
Is he driving there, or is he going public transportation, or what?
Nope, driving.
Roger.
He just spent a bunch of money on his car, tires, and some other repairs. Hope he makes it.
Hey, Roger, he'll be all right. I guess, you hadn't told me, I ain't talked to you in a couple of weeks, but I guess he nailed the job down.
Oh, yes. Oh, he wouldn't go to Wisconsin on a whim, yes. The job is in the bag. He did all that shit online. And their normal training schedule is 6 weeks, like what he went through a couple of years ago. But because he already has a conductor's certification, he only has to go through a week's training to learn their rules and regulations.
Okay, he's just getting a refresher course.
Well, not really a refresher course. See, different railroads have different rules and regulations. Some of them are basic across the board, every railroad, but some things are a little different. You just got to learn the difference.
Good. Good luck to that boy.
Well, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. I can say he's not stupid. Yes, sir. Normally watch YouTube videos. Yeah, look, I'm basically a night owl. I was born that way. I prefer to stay up late, sleep late. Yep, yeah, I know that. Look, my father-in-law was that way. Exactly like that. He'd fall asleep 9 o'clock at night, but he'd get up at 4:30. Wow. Therefore,
Rat, how'd you ever find yourself in that position, like not getting up early anymore?
virtually all my life. I've never liked to get up. I've always liked to stay up late at night. Even when I was a child, pre-10 years old, I got a transistor radio, and I wouldn't go to sleep. I tuck it under the covers with me. I remember nights when my mom would come up and just raise the covers, grab my radio, take it from me.
Oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. So you've never been a morning person?
Never. Look, I was never naturally a morning person. There were times in my life I had to be a morning person. You know, those military jobs, you know.
So did you, over the years, did you ever work like a night shift job, or a second shift, I should say?
Never steady second or third shift. Closest I came to a third shift was truck driving back in the early 70s when I had to leave the house at like 3 o'clock.
Roger. And I guess the reason I was asking that is because I was just wondering if it would, if it jived with your, you know, your personality, your inner person there.
Yes, because I was a partier from the get-go. Look, when I first got out of the Marine Corps, I got a job in a gas station. First job I could. My boss was a drinker. I would go. I only had 36 hours a week, 6 to midnight, 6 days a week. But as soon as I leave that gas station at midnight, I party till 4, like now, 4 or 5, whenever the last bar closed. Stop, get breakfast, go home. I sleep till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, go to work at 6. So that's my preferred schedule.
Roger. Kenny. Roy. And Mr. Rogers. We'll have to submit that to the board to see if that qualifies. It has to end in Roger, not begin with Roger.
Jolly Roger.
That's what Pegasus just said.
I said it again.
You got Jolly Roger, yeah. I'm a fan of the Jolly Roger. So, Rat, here's what's funny. While I don't do it now, and I wouldn't go back to doing it now. But all my deployments and stuff, like over the years, everybody complained about like working night shift. So it was 12 on, 12 off. When you're out to sea, deployed, it was 12 on, 12 off. And I loved the nighttime. Like, there was always shit to do. There was less, because not everybody, had 12 on, 12 off. There was only, some people. And maintenance, like, in the hydraulic shop, it was sweet, man, because all you had to do, like, the staff, in the office, as far as, like, maintenance office was concerned, they were all down there, all cool, because you're working frickin' night shift. So I loved it, man. It was awesome.
There you go. People, the normal, what they call that rhythm, circadian rhythm, it's like any other thing. It's not exactly the same in every person. Different people have different circadian rhythms. Some people thrive on that type of schedule. Some people die on that type of schedule.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, I'm that way now. I don't know if I would do that night shift stuff now, but yeah, I like getting up early. I'm an early person now. It took me a while to get here again, but yeah, I definitely like the mornings. Getting up in the mornings, getting it done, and getting home and rest. Where'd Catnap go? I'm surprised he didn't chime in on this conversation.
I'm stuffing my face and swinging my feet.
You still eating, dude?
This pizza's pretty damn good.
I thought you'd have that done by now.
Well, I'm on my 6th slice.
Ay.
Pizza. He's eating pizza. he's sitting on a stool, swinging his feet. You know, just kind of like hanging out.
I got a question. You remember that commercial, RJ?
Be more specific.
I'm going to tell you what it was. We used to be on TV, and he always was about pizza, and it used to be avoid the Noid.
Oh yeah, I remember the Noid.
There was a guy that sued them for that.
Funny looking little character.
There was a guy that sued them for that.
Really?
Yeah, his last name was actually Noid, and he signed a cease and desist for using that name because it was affecting him personally.
How'd he make out with that lawsuit?
Well, you don't hear about the Noid no more, huh?
You just heard it tonight.
Now we're going to have to pay him copyright.
Avoid the Noid.
I'll send him a piece of fucking pizza.
You're buying it. You're the one to mention his name.
Rat.
What?
Rat.
What?
Who mentioned his name?
Catnap.
You see how this man does you, Catnap?
You're a snitch!
No! I just don't want to pay part of the settlement.
So you'd rather blame Catnap than 10?
The 10? Oh, wait. 10 did it. So I don't care who did it. I'm not chipping in on the lawsuit. I'm out of it.
I just said, did you ever hear the commercial?
Look, don't try to wiggle out of it. I'm out of it. That's all I wanted everybody to know. If anybody is sued, I had nothing to do with it. That's all I want everybody to know.
If there's any ever trouble with the situation, Brother Rat had nothing to do with it.
Correct.
I don't think that Noid is still alive, is he?
Ken, I hate to tell you, but the Noid was a fictional character.
Not according to Catnap. He said he sued the pizza company.
Yeah, it was a real dude.
Oh, that guy. I forgot about that guy. I thought we were still talking about the pizza news. Never mind. My mistake.
Yeah, the Noid.
Yes. RJ, whenever I hear that word, I think of the commercial Noid. I don't link it with a real person.
Hey, Catnap, so was that a defamation lawsuit? Is that what happened?
Something like that. Apparently, people were treating him differently because, avoid the Noid, The guy didn't have a sense of humor.
He probably got royalties off of every time they said the Noid.
That just made me think about something, though. I know Little Caesars is still around, but whatever happened to Domino's?
They're still around.
Really? I need to get out more often. Is Pizza Hut still a thing?
There's another... I'm not a fan of chain pizza places. However, Papa John's, that's a pretty good pizza. Well, I wouldn't eat it today, but I would think that Papa John's is probably better than Domino's or Little Caesar. Well, no, Little Caesar's is pretty good, I think. I haven't had that in a long time.
Little Caesars is alright, but Papa John's, they were alright in the beginning. But they went from okay pizza to cardboard really fast.
Did they still put, when they went to cardboard, did they still put them little peppers in there?
See, they put those in there, RJ, to numb your taste buds so you can't tell how bad it is.
That's right. Yeah, here, eat these peppers that'll burn your taste buds so you don't know what our pizza tastes like. Oh, man. There's a trick to every trade. Enter Rat.
What happened to Rat?
I don't know. He ain't buying it.
Hey, Rat, you still there? Oh, maybe he blew a fuse.
Maybe he blew a fuse. Maybe he's looking for his pea funnel.
He's looking for that song, Knock on Wood.
It could be. Maybe he's queuing up some YouTube videos and some music videos because he's getting bored of the conversation.
Maybe he had a Woody.
It could be any situation. Any possibility. I think you're all right.
I went to take a piss and grab a beer. Sorry I didn't announce it.
There you go. Not going. Be more thoughtful next time.
Did his voice just go up about 3 octaves?
I thought he blew a fuse.
It did. Yeah, octaves, yes.
Well, you kind of pissed, and all you hear is you guys say, he probably did this, he probably did that, this.
Catnap.
Yo.
He's yelling into the mic while he's still trying to zip up his pants. You gotta love it.
Hey, RJ.
Yes, sir.
You remember a few years back, they found cocaine in the White House?
Yes.
I just opened that case up again because they got DNA on the bag and stuff, and somebody's going to get burned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I didn't see that yet. That'd be good to get some answers on that. Yeah, that whole thing fell on its face and kind of good. I'm glad they should do that. Yeah, because I think the American people need some answers on that. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit right there.
And I saw on the news where Trump's going to release all the files on aliens and spacecraft or whatever, from outer space.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then, I guess I'm letting them have at it. I'm not really sure. I have my own thoughts on that from other discovery and, research and stuff, but I guess let them have at it. What the hell was that? What turn my body? Did anybody else hear that?
I didn't hear nothing.
I heard nothing. You beat me to it, Pegasus. I was going to say that.
Alright, so neither of you guys heard nothing, and I understand the reference, which is funny. But there was somebody else out there. I just get sorry about the magic ears there.
Magic ears?
But who's out there? It says something about 31. Is that your numbers, 31? Operator, I think you said operator 41. Is that what you said? What's your location? Operator 21, your name is Jack, and where are you at? Yeah, I can't catch that I can't catch that last part. I got 21, Operator 21, Jack. Yeah, but your location, I ain't pulling you out. Oh, Hassett, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's a good shot, Arthur.
Okay, if I got that right, Hassett, Pennsylvania. I am in Shiloh, New Jersey. Come again one more time. Yes, Shiloh, New Jersey. That's where I'm at, and you're in Hassett, Pennsylvania. I bet you're not even moving my needle. I just got modulation on you. That's pretty much it, brother. Yeah, I missed that last part. I mean, conditions are, and I don't mean to sound like a joke, but I mean, conditions are kind of, I had a very low noise level, but there's something like waving in and out that took you out that time. Well, okay, so is Hazlitt, is that what he said? 10 Hazlitt? All right, 73s to you, brother. I'm glad you could make a little bit of a trip anyway. We got a good group of people out here, that are here every single night of the week. So if you want to try again when conditions are better, you're welcome to reach out. 73s to you, my friend. You're 308 around Shiloh, New Jersey. Okay, I'm assuming nobody else heard that.
Magic ears strike again.
About as good as you were hearing them.
You could hear him? Tom said you could hear him? Oh, okay. Well, why didn't he say something?
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing out here tonight?
We're good, Davey.
Davey Day! Good evening, my friend.
Good evening. Good to hear you out here, Brother Rat.
Thank you. Did your brother post that picture of my truck?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I know he did. That crazy fuck. It was great.
Yeah, and I like the one where he put Ed in front of it saying, "Damn potatoes."
Yes.
Ed hates the potato jokes. But it was all fun, all fun.
Oh, I know. I showed it to everybody in my family. Of course, I told them the basic potato story first so they understand, but they all got a kick out of it.
It's good, it's good. A lot of people out here tonight. Hello there, RJ, Catnap, 10. I heard Pegasus and Tom.
What's up, Dave?
Good evening time to you, Dave.
How's it going, Tom?
Good evening down there, Tom. You not feeling good tonight? Oh, Ragchew. Sometimes if I ain't feeling it, I use the other hand. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the radio.
I know I've told you this in the past, but you can't pass up the chance again. You're a sick man.
You didn't hear what I said. I said, oh, wait a minute. We're talking about the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keyed it when you did.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Trying to liven it up a little bit. Tom sounds like he's either getting sick or something.
Yeah, Tom, I can barely hear you. But I don't know. Say it.
Bump it up, Tom.
See, I know you don't like to hear that. He gets upset, but the truth is the truth.
Hey, Red, I just got done looking it up.
What'd you look up?
You're not related to George Washington like you said.
Well, first off, I never said that, so the rest is irrelevant.
Pegasus heard you.
You're a damn liar. That's right, you better look down, brother, you lying. I ain't never said nothing like that. What the hell does George Washington have to do with anything to do with this conversation?
It wasn't tonight. Maybe a month or two ago. You said your family tree were related somehow.
Oh, okay. See, I know that's a lie, because, I know I have a bad memory, Tim, but I would never say anything like that, because it would never cross my mind. So, it's bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, well, maybe you were just kidding. I just thought you were telling the real thing.
Well, Ken, like I told you, my memory is not the greatest, so I can't say, no, I never said that. I may have said it in some form or insinuation, but you should know better. You should know better. I'm a mutt. I have no pedigree.
Oh, either was he. Everybody, come from different heritage.
Ken, I really have no idea what you're talking about. If I remember anything about it, if I remember it, I'll tell you. But I have no idea what you're talking about.
Man, it's getting close to 9 o'clock.
And your point? What, are you going to turn it into a pumpkin?
Wow, I don't usually stay up too late anymore.
Well, we're keeping you entertained tonight.
You going to breakfast tomorrow morning, 10?
I didn't know there was one.
No, I'm asking. Is that what you're doing? You get up early to go to breakfast?
Oh, no, I just, after a certain time I start to get tired and I get my 8 hours.
Yep, Ragchew.
Oh, I do gotta get all that water off. I started the other day, but then I didn't even run that long, so I think I'll start that. Everything's stalled now.
Yes. When this is the first night that I came out of this building, because the front of this building is in the shade all day. First night I came out where there was only a really very little small amount of ice. Every night there's been from inches to nothing. But what I'm trying to say is ice was there for a long time.
Yeah, you're right, because we had snow on the ground a long time, and this warm weather kind of knocked her down.
And I'm glad. I can't imagine this snow that's coming on top of anything that we already had. So I didn't go out much because I was scared. The ice was, I was scared of falling down.
You're scared of ice?
Yeah.
No, he's scared of gravity.
Well, gravity combined with ice is not a good combination, Catnap.
That makes better sense, Catnap.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta knock on wood. I didn't go out a lot, but the times I did go out in that ice, I came close quite a few times, but I never fell down. I'm proud of that.
Knock on wood.
That's right. You're gonna knock on wood.
Now you got it back.
Hey, watch that Amy Stewart video. Liven you right up, boy, with all that psychedelic shit in the background, boy. You be wired up.
My personal favorite is Focus.
No, the Amy Stewart version is the fake version.
Yes, but it has all the psychedelic shit in the background.
Which is funny, but it's not as good as the other.
You misunderstood me. I was referring only to the visual.
I apologize.
I didn't mean to disappoint you.
It's all right. I'll get over it.
I think it was established that most everybody prefers the original. But like I said, I got attached to the disco version during the disco era, and I've loved it ever since. I'm sorry, I'm not going to disown the second version. I like it, but everybody agrees that the original is the best. I'm not debating that.
I have a question for you, Rat, and I think I know for sure I've asked Ted this, and maybe I've gotten an answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Why is Vineland, New Jersey, also known as Disco City?
Well, look, I'm no historian, but to the best of my recollection, back in the disco era, I didn't participate in this, don't get me wrong, I wasn't part of this crowd, but the disco movement had a lot of, I think there was a club, Vineland, called that. But I'm not positive. That's what my quick memory tells me.
Okay, all right.
Look it up as an entity on its own. Look up club, blah, 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 Vineland, you know.
Club Disco City?
Yes, in Vineland.
I think I have Googled it once before. Maybe I came up with something, but it wasn't all the answers I was looking for.
Okay, look, RJ, I am not 100% positive of what I'm telling you. It's just what I said, my quick memory. That rings a bell, and it rings a bell with violin, and the bell rings as a club.
10-4.
But don't get me wrong, I was not a part of the quote-unquote disco scene. I didn't go to disco bars. In the 70s, I was on a country kick. I went to mostly country bars, but disco was so prevalent that when the band wasn't playing, they played disco music.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I've been in them places before. Yeah, I mean, you go there for one reason and you wind up hearing something. I used to get aggravated at that. I used to go to country bars when I was a young lad myself, and I used to definitely get frustrated when they would play something not country.
Yeah, in general, I understand fully. But that's how prevalent disco was, you know. They were the top hits. You didn't play them. I understand what you're saying. I frequented mostly country bars during the 70s, even though I like disco. But I hit a few disco bars.
Hey, Rat,
Yes.
I looked it up.
What did you look up?
About the Disco City.
Okay.
And it said it was relevant, the whole South Jersey got into this disco music. Millville was one, Violin was one, there was a bar out in Misca, was a disco place, Cherry Hill, they were all disco cities.
Oh, so that was like a quote franchise, like?
Now it said that disco just took over South Jersey, and they were predominantly all disco joints.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. You didn't mention any bar or club names, but yeah, that's kind of, yeah, that's what I basically remember, yes. But I think there was a club named that or associated with that environment. I'm not sure, but what you said makes perfect sense.
Bell bottoms for days.
What?
I said bell bottoms for days.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember them days. Bell bottoms, leisure suits, what do they call them? High platform shoes.
I used to hate getting my bell bottoms wet.
I just didn't see that, but I had a leisure suit and fucking plaid pants and bell-bottom plaid pants, all that bullshit.
When was them years that disco was real popular? The 60s?
70s.
From when to when, do you know?
Not exactly. Not exactly. Anybody else know exactly when it started or when they say it started?
I thought it was the later 70s.
No. It peaked in the late 70s, early 80s. But it was around for quite a few years. I don't know where they attached the handle disco to it. Because the record joints and the clubs were called discotheques. That's where disco came from. I wouldn't argue with those numbers.
Remember John Travolta made a couple of them movies, Staying Alive and something else.
No, Staying Alive was not a movie. It was Grease, I think. The Bee Gees did Staying Alive, part of the soundtrack. But you're right, he did make a movie in it. I think it was Grease was in 78. Help me out here, Pegasus.
According to the interwebs, the disco era, lasted from the late 1960s to the early 1980s, peaking in the 1970s. That's real specific.
That's pretty much what I said. Not exactly, but close.
Hey, Rat,
Yes.
what time is it?
Wait a minute, maybe time to vape. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I wasn't paying attention. I have my vape sitting here right in front of me. The last time it's time. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
I keep an eye on you.
I know! You've always kept an eye on me. I appreciate it.
Good night, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. I'll catch you all guys on the flip-flop.
Have a good one there, 10.
Have a good one, 10.
Fun, 10. Glad you stay out here a long time. You must have been having fun. We have fun, too. Love you, brother. Catch you next time.
Good evening, Tom number 10. Have yourself a good night's rest.
Bum.
Well, Tom, I can still barely hear you, just so you know. But, Greece. I was speaking of Greece. Is that 78? Tom? Thank you. I didn't want to get mixed up in my head. Appreciate it. I'm mixed up enough in my head. Does everybody's radio? Oh, fuck. Does everybody's radio shut off?
No.
Nope.
Thank you.
I thought my radio shut off for a minute, but then you started talking.
My cat is rubbing his ass up against my mic plug again.
much we get for having a cat. Did you say your cat was rubbing its ass on your mic plug?
Yes, he's lying on my desk, and his ass was up against the corner of the radio where the mic is plugged in.
That's exactly why I don't have a cat. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no animal hater. I love animals. I just don't like cats as much as I do other animals.
Cool. You didn't have to explain yourself, you know. Different strokes for different folks.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, I understand I have to. Sometimes I feel I need to because, you know, there's people out there that are like cat enthusiasts or dog enthusiasts. I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up now. I like dogs better than I do cats. You hear that? I got these headphones on and I don't know why it's squealing. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know anybody out here that likes cats.
Oh! Wait a minute. Listen. Chill. Brother, look. I was going along with everything that RJ was saying about different strokes for different folks. What do you mean by that exactly?
Catnap likes cats.
Then why? Maybe that's why it caught me off guard. What are you trying to say, man?
What I'm trying to say is that everybody's a little too damn serious out here.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Why not squealing anymore, rat?
Do you hear it in your headphones? Shut up!
Oh, that's more gooder.
Smart ass.
Well, I wasn't even trying to do it on purpose on the first time. I don't even know why that happened. I had the things tighten up right against my head. I don't know why it was squealing.
You need a bigger head clamp. Clamp them tighter to your head.
That was my guess, too.
You could just, you could remedy that in a couple of minutes. Take a fucking roll of duct tape and tape it solidly to your ears.
I got a roll of it right here. I was thinking about it, but the only thing that stopped me from doing that was the fact that I took my right hand and I pressed that part of the earphone against my face and it didn't stop.
You dumb motherfucker. I just struck my funny bone there, Jay.
Well, it struck my funny bone too, because I mean, I don't know. It's just weird because now it's not even happening. I ain't doing nothing different than I was before. I can make it happen. But I don't. I mean, these headphones are on my ear like they always are. So I don't know. It's just confusing sometimes. Where'd Bob go? I thought he was getting he was going to wet his whistle and he'd be back.
RJ?
Yes, sir.
Approximately what time was that? Because I've been here since surely before 7 o'clock. I haven't heard Bob. What time were you referring to, approximately?
It was right before you keyed up.
Oh, I just missed him.
Yes. And I'm sure that both of you are very sad about missing each other this evening. It's only a short span. I mean, you know, maybe a handful of minutes where you guys could have talked to each other.
RJ, it's not really that important. Okay?
Well, maybe not to you. I know Bob loves talking to you.
No. Okay.
You think I'm lying about that?
No. You know I don't hate Bob. He pisses me off now and again. Yeah, I don't hate Bob. I love the old fucker.
Oh, no, yeah, no. I mean, sometimes I get the feeling, you know, that maybe you hate him, but when I think about it, I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no way he could hate Bob.
Look, like I said, talking to him, he pisses me off from time to time. He has since I first met him. But I still love him, you know?
Bob's pissed me off a couple times. You know, in small ways. But I mostly love him.
Pretty much. Everybody that talks on a regular basis pissed each other off at one time or another, from one degree to another. He's never pissed me off enough to not want to talk to him. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Love him or hate him, most of everybody out here that's talked to him has his ass planted in their fucking memories.
Exactly.
Bob's a popular man. I don't know how to... I'm trying to get myself out of a hole here, because I do badmouth Bob a lot, but it is necessary at times. I've said it a million times. The man has 1,000 radios, 1,000,000 mics. He has the capability and the knowledge to sound good all the time. Yet he chooses to experiment and impose his fucked up radios on us.
There's a reason for that, though.
Can you explain it to me?
Possibly, yeah. Bob is more than just a radio, you know, or a voice on this frequency, right? Bob has a charisma, a something about him. He knows how to relate with people. He knows how to talk to people. In a snap of a finger, you could say anything to that man, anything at all, and he's got a comeback. He's got it. Like he's right there, and it's something you don't find in very many people. But he also has all his radios that he likes to use. Look, I could go on for a while, and I haven't known Bob but a handful of years, if that, and I've figured it out.
I'm happy for you. You figured it out. You say you did figure it out or you haven't?
What?
Or just?
What?
Do you say you figured it out or you haven't figured it out?
Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out.
Thank you. I'm curious.
You probably figured it out too. You just, I don't know. I was about to offend you.
Wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last.
Nah, I didn't mean it that way. Nah, you two, I'm a newcomer to all this crap. You guys, even Cat and I have known you, you guys long before I've come around. Which is, it is what it is. But, Bob's a great guy, man. And I've had a couple, I think everybody's had, their own. I've sat down with Bob a couple times. Bob's a great guy, man. I really, anyway. I'm going somewhere I don't need to go. This thing on.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck is wrong with you?
Going off the rails there, man.
Well, because, I didn't really mean to go off the rails. Just got to thinking about a couple things and realized that, I'd rather get back to Friday Night Fun than, talk about my feelings, because my feelings are kept reserved for people that I like.
For whatever reason, that reminded me of a scene from Tommy Boy.
Explain.
Something he said. I think it was Chris Farley. Something about talking about feelings, and then the scene where the fucking mint for pillow. Oh my God.
The bees are coming after me.
I'm a little too damn for this conversation.
Where are you at, Rat?
I'm right here in my shack.
Well, I know you're there, but where are you at with your feelings?
What?
Are you high?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay, alright. Just checking.
Okay, I didn't understand your question, but yeah, I'm like I normally am on a Tuesday and Friday.
Roger.
Little bit of vape buzz, a little bit of beer buzz.
Yeah, but good time, good Friday night. You ready for the snow?
Fuck this! Look, I'm tired of this winter. I'm fucking sick of this winter.
I agree with you, man. I'm there right with you. Pegasus, we haven't had this type of weather in quite a long time. Hopefully this is the I was thinking, and apparently it was wishful thinking, because after that last storm that we had, everybody got that whole shit show. I was thinking, after the groundhog saw a shadow and all that crap, I was like, all right, but he's, 6 more weeks of winter, but it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. And then they're throwing this at us.
Mother Nature said, ha, April Fools.
Yeah.
park my truck right outside my door, and I'm going to lock the hubs in, put it in four-wheel drive tomorrow night.
That sounds like a good plan. If you need it, you need it, and if you don't, you don't.
Yep, only takes a minute to undo what I did.
And it sure does suck having to lock all that crap in when you need it.
Oh, when the fucking snow was blowing. Yeah, it does. Look, I've always had auto-locking hubs. But a couple of years ago, one of my wheel bearings went bad and I had to replace both front hubs, and they no longer make the auto-locking hubs for that truck. So I had to get manual locking hubs. So I'm not used to them. I only used them once, back when this first snowstorm happened, a couple, 3 weeks ago.
And those auto-locking hubs suck to begin with because, look, in certain situations, they're okay, but not all, and very little. For the most part, they suck ass anyway. The manual locking hubs are the way to go.
Well, I didn't know that. Never had any problems with my auto lockers. Didn't know there was a problem with them.
The biggest part is when they freeze. That's the biggest. That's the problem that I found. And this is many years ago. The auto locking hubs, just when they freeze and they no longer work like they're supposed to.
10-4. Like I said, I've had this truck like 14 years now. I had another one, another truck just like this one, long before this one. It had the same system. Never had a problem with the auto lockers. I loved them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's, some people have problems, some people don't. It's not that they're horrible. It's not like they're pieces of junk. It's just certain situational things, I guess. I mean, some people have had issues, and, when you come across those issues, you're like, F that, I ain't never using them again.
Well, with more moving parts comes more mechanical failure.
I had a problem, but, I was made lazy, RJ. I bought my first four-wheel drive F-250 in '96. So, 30 years? 30 years I've had one. And I've never experienced a problem. And that's why I was a little disappointed when they couldn't replace them. But now I have to get the fuck out when the weather or pre-prepared. I'm lazy, RJ. It's not as convenient as it was.
What'd you say? I heard you, right? What'd you say, Cat?
Oh, I said with more moving parts comes more mechanical failure.
Exactly. No, you're exactly right.
And I agree. Both of you, I agree. See, like I said, maybe I was just lucky that they never gave me a problem,
Yeah, you were just lucky.
Yeah, maybe you're just lucky. Gentlemen.
Later, Pegasus.
Love talking to you, Pegasus. Catch you next time, my friend.
Hey, have a good evening there, Pegasus. And if you're, in the words of Bob, if you're going to go get a snack, don't make it my cat. Oh!
Did you just do that Alf impression, RJ?
I wouldn't call it an impression.
Did you just do that?
Yeah.
look, I'm not an Alf freak, don't get me wrong, but I like that show. You sounded very much like him. Really.
Oh, Bob will be proud of you saying that. It wasn't hard, because he said snack, and I was like, well, that rhymes with cat, so... There you go.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about the sound that you made imitating Alf. Sounded close. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's your sign.
I guess I missed something here, Catnap.
What?
I guess I missed something. What's going on?
You didn't miss none. What's the matter?
What?
I'm confused. What do you think that you missed?
Yeah, I don't think you missed anything.
I'm just sitting here swinging my feet, laughing my ass off.
Yeah, Bob says the same thing, like when he does his Alf impression, he's like, before you get up to get that final snack, don't make it my cat. Oh!
It's the whoo that gets me.
Yeah. Listen, all I'm trying to say is don't eat my cat. I love him, you know? I was gonna say something, but I'll retract that remark.
You gotta eat your neighbor's cat. Wait, never mind, that's the wife.
No. Neighbor's cat. Gotta start hanging out with you, Catnap.
I'm a bad influence.
Okay, I'll stay here. You working tomorrow, Catnap?
Yeah, I got my short day, 7 to 11, and I got the overnight. That's gonna be fun with the snow.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't think the snow's coming till Sunday in the Monday, right?
Yeah, Sunday night. So I'll be right in the middle of it, 'cause I go in, I think 6 or 7 to 12 or 1, something like that.
Yeah, but tomorrow's Saturday. What are you working tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow, 7 to 11.
Okay. So, 7 in the morning to 11?
Yeah.
If you're, well, I'll text you sometime tomorrow, because I think received a couple things today that's going to help me out. That little short, stupid cable that they send with the freaking switch box? 6 inches. What the hell am I to do with that?
Yeah, that's a dumbass patch cord.
So I ordered another one. I could only find, I found it in a 2-pack, so I just ordered it. And I got that today, so I think that I'm ready to completely hook that up tomorrow morning if I am to get my shit together. And so sometime tomorrow, I think I'm going to be ready to try to test that with the other radio.
Oh, I got you.
RJ,
Yes, sir.
what type of cable are you talking about? I heard you say 6 inches, but I lost the rest.
So I got the SDR switch box. They send a SMA to SMA cable, male to male, to connect to your SDR and then to the switch box. But it's only like 6 inches long. Like, so you can't. It literally has to be like right next to the computer, which is a bunch of crap. So I ordered a longer one so I can put it where I want it to be.
Gotcha. Thank you. I can't imagine. Like you said, they must want it right next to it. That's pitiful. 6 inches. Saves the money, you know.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, we send you a cable to do everything. Yeah, but it has to be right there next to you, right in the way of everything else.
They don't care. It saves a few pennies per unit. Don't you understand business?
I do understand business. A bunch of crap. And then they get you to, well, it's smart on their part, I guess, because then they, the same seller could sell you, longer cables.
Precisely. Listen, I just watched a video the other night on spare tires in a car. Do you know that 2/3 of all brand new cars do not include a spare?
I was just talking to somebody recently that brought up that subject, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? There's no spare tire? You don't have a spare tire?"
That's correct. Like I said, and it's all about money, basically. See, eliminating a spare tire saves the manufacturer in 2 ways. It increases their fuel mileage, by like 50 pounds or so, they say. And it does something else. They don't have to pay $50 to $100 for a spare tire and a jack and wrench. So what the manufacturers did was take a government mandate about fuel economy and put all this shit on it to save half a mile per gallon. But you pay for it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't need to tell you how retarded that sounds. The manufacturers save the fact that where does it end? The fact that the manufacturer is concerned about saving money rather than being able to provide you with the ability to get yourself moving again once you get a flat. It just blows my mind. So now, because you don't have a spare, you get to sit there in your chair, in your driver's seat, and then call well, who are you gonna call? You ain't calling Ghostbusters because I don't think they fix tires. But anyway, absolutely fucking retarded.
You're partially right, RJ. You're partially right. See, because the manufacturers thought about that, and they thought about what you just said. So, in regard for their customers, they did include a can of Fix-A-Flat and a plug-in your cigarette lighter air pump in place of the spare.
I got a dumb question.
Well, That helps in some situations, but not all.
I got a dumb question.
See, you're too fucking smart, RJ. You're normal. You're logical. Everybody says that, but it happens anyway.
What'd you say, cat now?
I got a dumb question. Okay, so if you, let's just say you blow a tire, right? Obviously you'd have to get a tow because you don't have a spare. How would you move the car onto a flatbed? Well, you would have to use a dolly, right? So you wouldn't fuck up the rims?
Look, you are obviously not a government egghead. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, that doesn't. As far as the tow guy goes, that don't matter to them. Like, they'll screw up your rim and then but then you wind up just having to replace it.
I mean, yeah, you could just jerk it up the damn thing and let it roll up. But what I'm saying is that would there be a way to do that without destroying anything, like not being the typical tow truck driver? You'd have to use a dolly to get it up onto the flatbed, right?
Or you could have an actual spare tire.
Yeah, that's the logical point.
Oh, you poor dumb human, you catnap. You have to be indoctrinated into the business logic. You're far from it.
That's why I don't own a car.
See, so everything you said, and you too, RJ, 100% correct. Everything they're doing is what is stupid. And that's what the videos I watched were purporting, you know. They're saving money, and the government is happy with the mileage, but you pay.
Yep.
Just wait till the second pandemic comes out.
Don't you know by now, Rat, they don't care about you or I.
I learned that a long time ago, man. I ain't stupid. They don't give a fuck about us.
All this stuff, everything. I'm talking about almost everything. They don't, you or I are not in there, even in the, they don't even smell our concern. Ain't nowhere near. All these people do is make up rules and laws and do stuff to make, they say they're making our lives better and they're improving stuff, but like with something like that, they're like, oh, we're going to get rid of this spare tire, you know, so it saves you on fuel economy, which is extremely minimal. Nobody can argue that. Nobody can argue the fact that it's extremely minimal, the change that they're making. So they give you an air pump, and they give you some kind of toxic material that otherwise would probably be condemned if you were to use it anywhere else, other than inside your tire when you get a flat, which it's going to get you to the next gas station, where you're still going to have to spend the money to replace the tire.
RJ, it's so plain that you're not corporate, what do I want to say, I can't, president, corporate CFO, CEO. You're just not corporate CEO material, because you think logically like a normal person thinks. You're not thinking dollars only.
No, you're right. No, you're spot on. You hit it right on the nose. I ain't trying to steal money from my friends.
You are not a corporation's friend. Look, do me a favor, RJ, in your spare time, just Google the term human farming. You got that?
I got it.
See, and it will tell you all about. You and I are slaves. See? But unlike the old slave days, they have developed a system. They don't have to beat you to make you work. They give you a little bit to make you think you're doing something. I can't do it justice in my drunken state. You have to look it up.
I know what you're talking about. I've done a little bit of reading on it. I didn't see that, what do you want to call it? In quotations, explained in that context. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Reminds me of that song, Hunger Strike.
Yeah.
They're farming babies.
The psyop come to mind, Rat, when you does that sound familiar? Because they tell you things that it all means something different, but it leads you into believing there's something else going on.
Well, I don't know what psyop means, but pretty much your explanation is I haven't heard of it. That's what it's all about. What it's all about. The second part of what you said. I knew that made no sense. Made no sense to me.
No, I understood you.
But, I'm no expert on anything. I know people are tired of hearing that, but I watch a shitload of YouTube videos. I watch many videos on, they don't always call it human farming, but it comes down to the same thing. Since the beginning of time, man has been trying to rule other men. And they tried everything. All kinds of ways. Slavery. But at some point they came to realize you have to pacify people that you're making work. So they give you a pittance to make you believe you have something to work for. I'm making this explanation very crude. There's lots of deep thought into that statement I'm saying, but the government and big business has learned how to farm humans. They make us work for them. They give us a pittance to keep us from revolting.
The word slave is so passé. Now it's workers with jobs or people with jobs. But you give them just enough to survive paycheck to paycheck, where they never earn or they don't ever own anything. They can't do shit, so that's the new form of slavery.
You agree? Thank you so much.
Exactly right.
Instead of being a slave to the general store or the company store, you're enslaved to the corporation.
They make it so subtle. Like Rat said, it's been going on for so long, and it started out minuscule, right? And then over time, as people accepted certain things that they had to do, the workers, they just accelerated or advanced, well, if you could do that, then you could do this too. Well, you could do these 2 things, now you can do these 3 things. It never stops. I don't know if I explained that right.
You didn't exactly, but I got everything you meant. I got everything you meant. I experienced that in the last 3 or 4 years of my job.
Yeah, they just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. And no, they don't care, because they don't care. They just ask you to do more and more and think that you got the time to do it.
Okay, let's get back to slavery. You remember, what do they call it? When the Industrial Revolution first started, machinery, people worked for virtually nothing, and you were enslaved to the mill owner. You remember those times?
Yeah, I do. And then slave master comes to mind. But the gist of it was that the owner of those machines, that equipment, right? They've invested in the money, so they're just hiring you to run them, and you're just an operator. You're just a small-time operator, a slave. Run my machine.
You are cattle in their eyes. You are cattle. You are the same in those people's eyes as a cow that produces milk. Only in their eyes, you are doing whatever you're doing to produce something.
Yes. And I just heard there's another word for that cattle that you just brought up that I just came across recently, which I was not aware of, which probably not a lot of people are aware of, and I'm not. It's not coming to me at the moment, but maybe you're aware of it, maybe you're not. I don't know.
Bunch of sheeple.
Yeah, sheeple. Well, that reminds me of a nursery rhyme, but no, there's another word.
I don't know about the word, but the bottom line to me is they've almost perfected the art of slavery without rebellion, because they treat you just well enough, allow you to get along, so that you don't rebel like they did back then. See what I'm saying? They have been educated, and the people, us, have been conditioned to accept the way it is.
That's the thing, though, due to the new status of everything, the younger generations, they're not accepting the way of life like everybody else did because of the environment that they've been placed in. So it kind of backfired on them. They created such a bad environment that now you have this ungrateful, entitled generation of saying, what can you give me?
I agree 100%. That's what this last 100, that's what it produced, what you just described.
But that's the thing too, all of these like menial jobs, or the quote-unquote menial jobs to like these teenagers and shit, nobody's gonna be pumping gas and stocking shelves and doing this manual labor shit, because everybody's gonna think that they're worth more than minimum wage.
That's the way, I'm no financial expert, but that's the way it is now. Some jobs don't merit $20 an hour.
But that's the thing too, that's also why they're advancing AI so much, because they're trying to fill a gap that they're not going to be able to do in the workforce.
Well, so AI will take over for the dummies. I don't know. Look, man, my brain is muddled all up with this bullshit.
Well, no, it got me thinking though, because I've been in this environment. Like it used to be, you would get on-the-job training. Now you're just handed a fucking phone or a computer and say, watch this video. This is how you do your job. If you got any questions, consult an AI model. Like they're dumber and dumber each year. but the problem is that nobody wants to just stop consuming. You got to stop being a consumer. Start being a supplier for yourself, and that's the problem. Everything on how to be self-sufficient is guarded.
Yeah. Very few people do that self-sufficient thing. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on people that go off the grid self-sufficient. I think that's really cool.
Oh, the only thing that's holding me back from completely getting off the fucking grid is power generation. As soon as I figure out how to generate my own power, oh, it's over.
Well, look, like I said, I watch a lot of videos on people that get off grid. Solar seems to be the thing, but generator backup. So you got to play in the system, you know. Costs a lot of money. They're going to start out with $25, but it can be done. I've seen many people that do it. People that live remotely in, like Alaska, where they have little sun, they get by. You have to learn to conserve your energy. And there's many ways to do it, even though you're smart, you probably don't know about.
But it's definitely a large investment. But in the long run, it pays off.
Well, if you're in an area, RJ, that has no utilities, what else are you going to do?
No, you're right.
You have no choice. You either do what you got to do, or you don't live there. One or the other. People are hardy to do that shit. I admire those people.
I don't know if they still do it now, but there was I didn't look a lot into it, but you mentioned Alaska. There was something. There's a bunch of years ago where a lot of Americans, you could go and move. They would actually pay you to live there. And I think it was largely to because you would have to figure out your energy sources, your heat, your electricity, and all that stuff. But they would pay you to live there, and you could easily figure it out. Some people, not everybody. Some people could figure it out.
Yeah, some people. I'm not one of those people. But I know what you're saying. Some people are like, yeah, I can do that. But I ain't one of them. And the majority of people aren't one of those.
No, you're right. It's not for everybody.
Geothermal heating and cooling has always interested me.
Yes, that's a very interesting subject. I'm no expert, but I've watched quite a bit of videos on like places that use that type of energy now. I have so much to say about it, I can't think of it, but you got my point.
Oh yeah, it's the best. That is like the greatest principle ever. Use the freaking Earth as a condenser.
Hey, I have an announcement to make for anybody who's interested.
Well, you have the floor.
Anybody remember me talking about for the last almost 3 months about my new generator shutting down for no reason?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Okay, I bought it shortly before Christmas. I'm sorry, but I have a tendency to go into great detail. I'm trying to shorten it up. Shortly after I bought it and started breaking it in, it started shutting down for no reason, random. Trying to shorten this up. So, after a couple of times, I looked it up on the internet. So, it's a common problem, not just with this generator. Are you familiar with, you may be RJ, because you work with engines, CO detectors?
Yeah, I know what a CO detector is, but on most of the diesel engines, there's no CO detector. Well, go ahead.
No. CO is carbon monoxide. All forms of combustion give off carbon monoxide. So, lately, the last several years, the government has mandated that generator manufacturers put a sensor on them that detects CO gas and shuts the generator down. It's to protect people from their own stupidity. Because everybody knows, or everybody with a brain knows, that running a generator in an enclosed area builds up CO and you can die. So the government made them put this sensor on them to protect stupid people. You got it so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've been on all generators for several years. So anyway, like I said, mine kept stopping. So I Googled it. It said it's the CO detector. And it gave how to bypass it. Well, I've been since just before Christmas until now trying to find out how to bypass it. I've watched dozens of YouTube videos, read dozens of posts. None of them apply to my generator. They all same model, but they didn't apply because they make revisions over the years. I'm trying to keep it short. So a few times I kept seeing these people that said, all you have to do is unplug the black 3-wire connector from the back of the control panel. With me so far?
Yeah.
So, I just ignored that because that was a very few. Other people have many different ways of doing this. Cutting wires, splicing wires, doing all kind of weird shit to bypass this sensor. And a few people said, all you have to do is unplug this one connector. But I ignored that because it wasn't the consensus. Either way. Tonight, this afternoon, it's warm, so I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I opened up my generator, started looking, and couldn't find anything that was described except for this little black connector. I did find that. But, now you pay attention to this part, RJ, it was only connected to an indicator light on the panel, which if the CO detector triggered, it would show you a light. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the only black connector on the whole back of the board. But the 2 or 3 people that said disconnect that didn't make sense to me because it's only a fucking indicator light. I know I keep asking. You with me? It's only an indicator light.
Yeah, so, okay, so I'm not trying to cut you off, but I think where you're going is that the fact that if the CO detector sensor or whatever is making a trigger out to the light as long as it makes it through the light and back to something else, then it'll shut off. So if you unplug it, it can never make that connection. Does that sound about right?
God damn! You hit the nail right on the head. You're a smart motherfucker. Man, that's what I assumed immediately. Because tonight I disconnected it, and it's been running for 4 hours now without shutting down. I know that means nothing to you, but it would shut down randomly. 20 minutes, hour, 40 minutes, 10 minutes. See, all because of that sensor. But you don't understand the trouble I've gone through to find this. The vast majority of the fixes on YouTube required much more than I did. And only 2 or 3 people said to do what I did. And I didn't even understand what they were talking about. I don't know. But my point is, RJ, I am tickled shitless because it's now been 4 hours and it hasn't shut down once. So I'm running the shack off of it. It's running 4 hours. I'm happy as a pig in shit. Good. Well, at least that way, good. That's at least it's working for you now. Yeah, that's a stupid fucking. It's so stupid that they do that kind of stuff. I've got an example of the same exact thing, but I'm not really prepared to talk about it because it's the same exact thing on a machine, a specific type of machine, a specific manufacturer, and they're the only ones that use it. And they're actually from the UK. And I don't know why they do what they do, but if that light bulb blows out, you will not be able to get that machine to run. I don't care what you do. So they have a lockout circuit tied to the continuity of the indicator light?
Yes, to a frickin' light bulb on the ground controls of the machine.
That don't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's the way they do it.
Hey, you're not a manufacturing engineer. Your job is to save a dime anywhere you can. Shortcut.
Exactly.
If that bulb will serve as a sensor for an indicator, use the bulb. It's cheaper.
Yep.
Alright, okay, it's a perfect place for a jumper wire.
Well, you could do that. As long as you know that that's the problem. If you don't know that's the problem, without looking... The only way I figured it out, and I had to call the manufacturer after I saw it, was I was like, I'm looking at the schematic, I'm like, hold on a minute, this fucking signal goes through this bulb?
I can understand your surprise. That don't make sense.
Yeah, and I call them and they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, so if you remove the bulb or the bulb blows, then the machine won't run? They're like, yes.
Oh man.
I'm like, how? That's so fucking stupid.
Listen, I told you earlier, you are not a corporate electrical engineer. You have not been taught to save a nickel anywhere you can. Anywhere. If you eliminate a fuse or a sensor with a light bulb, go right ahead, cheap.
Pardon me.
Hey, Rat.
Yes.
What time is it?
5 after 10, and I've already taken several hits off my vape.
Alright. You're on the ball this time.
I appreciate your concern, though. I remembered, but I might not have. You would have kept me on point. Thank you, son.
Yep. Every time I look at this clock right here, I got it just for you.
Catnap, he wasn't on the ball. He was trying to get ahead of you.
Yeah.
Can't get ahead of Catnap. He's younger and smarter than me.
Yeah, but he brought up that you didn't tell him you were doing anything, whatever you're doing over there. And then he brought up the time and you're like, oh, I'm already on it.
I think we spoke. I don't know what your point is.
You're trying to get ahead of him. I already said that. Why am I repeating myself?
Because I don't understand how I was trying to get ahead of him. Oh, because I said I was already doing it. No, that's not equivalent to trying to get ahead of him. It was me telling him, I didn't say the words I appreciate it, but I've already taken care of it myself, but I appreciate your thought. Why are you confused?
Why? I just figured it was like what's the words I'm looking for here? But like a community effort type of thing. I mean, it's Friday night. I mean, if you're going to party, you might as well party together. Why would you want to party by yourself? Leave somebody out, man. I mean, you can't leave nobody out. What am I trying to say here?
Yeah, figure that out before you speak again, because I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Catnap knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Do you now?
Look, you can't. But Catnap reminding you, you're like, oh, I've already been there, and you're like, wow. And then Catnap's like, well, fuck you, man. I was waiting on you, and then I found out you already were doing it, and you're like, what the fuck, man?
Catnap, could you translate what he said to me in less than 10 minutes?
Oh, that is so good.
I mean, that's my take on it. That's all.
I don't know what you even said.
Catnap knows exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know why you can't figure it out.
Because I'm stupid.
All you care about is yourself, Rat. That's all.
Thank you for noticing that.
Pitiful.
Exactly. We love you, Rat. You can't be doing that stuff.
I hesitated for a minute. We love you, Rat. I know that, but I don't want to sound... There's a word for that. I don't want to sound like that. I know it, but I do.
I'm only giving you crap, man. It'd be nice if you'd try to include everybody in your... I mean, you only get out here 2 days a week, so, it'd be nice if, when you're doing whatever you're doing over there, that you would include everybody. But I understand. I mean, we'll try to... Catnap tries to keep up with you. I mean, with the time and stuff. I only do it once in a while, and but when I say once in a while, I mean very once in a while. And it hasn't been recent, so...
What is it bothering you about, Catnap?
I got nothing.
Vaping, I don't smoke anymore.
Okay, that's the first logical thing you said in your last 10 minutes. What does it have to do with your previous babbling? But we both sense it was nonsense.
Just a bunch of nonsense, man.
Thank you.
I think what he's trying to say is that, you know, it's not all the time he lets his hair down, but when he does, he likes to let it roll down.
Yeah, and I'd like everybody to let their hair down at the same time, but it's not often when I do let my hair down, so it sounds like a commercial or something.
Use the wrong analogy. Excuse me, rat. Oh, he ain't got none of that hair.
Fuck you, Catnap.
I love you too, rat.
That don't bother me. I'm supposed to say that. No, I don't care.
That was good. I didn't even... Man, that was good. Because that was a definitely perfect way to explain, like, lay your hair down. I was like, oh, yeah. I forgot. The rat doesn't have any hair.
I've been bald for a lot of years. Not like the first time a joke has been made about my bald head. I make jokes about my bald head.
I know. But at least you're growing hair on your face now.
I'm growing it on my ass, too. Would you like to see it?
On your ass? No, I don't want to... Why would you ask me such a question like that? I don't want to see the hair on your ass. You want to see my nose hairs? I've grown my nose hairs pretty long.
Put it on the internet.
No, I don't go on the internet. I mean, except for Google. Like, maybe to pay my car insurance. Well, otherwise I don't put things on it. Why would I put my nose hairs on the internet, rat?
You mentioned nose hairs. I was wondering how you would present them to me. So, knowing my thought process, how would you have shown them to me if not by a camera?
Why would you explain to me or tell me even... Why would you even talk to me about growing your butthole hairs? Answer me that, smart guy.
I have a sensible answer to that.
Yeah, you got it. Right, exactly. So when you can explain to me about your butt hair, then I'll explain to you about my nose hairs.
Look. Come in. The hell is that? Somebody's here. What? Come in.
There's somebody knocking at his door, Catnap.
Uh-oh, it's the police.
Let us know who it is, right?
I just told you it was my son.
Oh. What the hell is he knocking on the door for?
Say it again, PJ.
Wanted to make sure his dick wasn't out.
Oh, no.
That's my sixth son. Alright, guys. Listen, I've had fun. We all had fun, I think. But, son doesn't visit me much anymore, so I'm going to visit with him. Fellas, it's been fun. I had a lot of fun. Love you guys. Hope to catch you Tuesday. See ya.
Later.
Later. I'm out for the play of my song. I ain't going nowhere, Catnap. I don't know about you, but... Wait, you say you don't have to work tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta go in the morning, but I'll be out here for a little bit longer.
Alright, I ain't going nowhere yet. I gotta play Rat a song. I hope he keeps the volume up. You know, as convenient as this phone is, you would think they'd make it a little bit more easier to find stuff that you really need to find.
Yeah, it's too damn distracting. They put other shit in your way, so you go down a rabbit hole. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck was I doing to begin with?
Yeah, it's not even the rabbit hole thing. It's just like there's so much stuff on here. Like, where do I even if you know where to find it, like, it's still a hard time finding it, you know? But I believe I found it. No, I know I found it. It's just a matter of, hold on a second.
It's a record of my favorite song.
Okay.
It's called Happy Happy, Joy Joy.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal Stinky Whistleteeth. This is a song about a whale. No! This is a song about being happy. That's right. It's the Happy Happy Joy Joy song. Happy Happy Joy Joy, 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 Happy Happy Joy Joy Joy. I don't think you're happy enough.
Stinky Whistleteeth.
That's right.
Shut up, dummy.
No, I guess he wasn't listening.
Oh, he clicked it off that quick.
That's right. Nah, he don't care about us. Catnapping. I mean, I understand he's hanging out with us. Come on. He's got that. How can you have that much discipline and just, when you know you're talking to somebody, just shut it off? Just shut. I can't do that.
Chopped liver.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I would shut it off if it was chopped liver. Yeah, I couldn't take much of that. He doesn't have much disdain for us. I think I said that right.
Pitiful.
It is. It's very pitiful. So 7 to 11 tomorrow. I don't know what else you got planned going on, but I'll send you a text. If I get this stuff hooked up tomorrow, I got to test before I even hook any of that stuff up. I actually got to get the radio set to make sure I'm running under 100, and then I won't be using this equalizer in the studio mic. I'm gonna try to use a Turner. I think use a Turner mic on that 2995. Test some output wattage and then maybe hook that up, and hopefully the SDR, maybe that'll work.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I won't be getting out nowhere, but at least I'll have a start where if I want to in the future, put something in the line.
You don't have a box for the other one?
No, I got a 4-pill sitting here, but it doesn't work. Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I have nothing for power at the moment. Absolutely nothing.
I got you.
But that's fine. I remember. I mean, the Saturn Turbo does fine for me. I mean, I talk to you guys, talk down to Ocean City or wherever, and shoot, skip. I mean, I hear people come in and I talk to them, and as far as shoot and skip goes, I mean, this fucking thing works. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. I ain't super worried about running power. I don't really give a fuck about it 2 ways to Sunday. I really don't care, to be honest with you. Although, sometimes, as far as conditions and stupid local stuff, when I do want to talk, maybe it'd be okay. But for the most part, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I got you. You need you like an 8 bill, just throw them all just one time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. Yeah. If I had an 8 pill, I'd probably go the wrong way. I'm going in between. Like I had a 4, and Sam says he's got it. Well, between Sam and Dave, they got a 6 for me, but I guess there's a problem with the relay or something. I think a 6 would be good for me.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, you still got that "Can you hear me now" switch you got on your equalizer or that mixer or whatever you got over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I still got that too. I don't use it much. I didn't know that I had it to use to begin with, but yeah, I got that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing talks, man. I mean, that's why I've always loved this radio. I mean, I got it from Sam, and I don't know exactly what kind of work's been done to it, but I love this radio. This radio talks, man. There ain't nothing wrong with this damn radio. Well, there's some things wrong with it, but I mean, it talks, so that's one thing that's not wrong with it.
Yeah, it's got some love on it, but it works the way that you need it to. And you always sounded, I've never heard you sound bad, Skip, so keep doing what you're doing.
10 Roger, Roy Roger, Kenny Roger, it was the other Roger. Oh, Jolly Roger. I appreciate that, Catnap.
Oh, yeah. That Jolly Roger, he wrote a really good cookbook. You get 10 points for knowing that reference.
I'd be a bad person for not knowing it. That's my point of view, anyway.
That damn book let me cause a fireball over a violin one time.
Why's that?
I was a dumb kid making napalm.
What?
Yeah, I never forget that one. Something went wrong, and dumbass me decided, hey, I gotta put out this fire. Let's use water.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you could have saw that damn boof for about a couple blocks from probably the city hall.
Yeah. I would imagine.
It was funny though. I was kind of a burnout when I was a kid.
I was, had an interesting, grow up, myself. Not sure how to explain it, exactly. I've pondered it over my years and how and how I, you know, the friends that I've made, the places I hung out and the people that I've met. A lot of good people, a lot of bad people. But I don't think I've ever put my finger on it as far as coming down to explain how it's been beneficial or anything else, you know?
I get you.
I would never, I wouldn't change it though. I don't know that I would have had it a different way. If that makes any sense.
And life is all about teaching and lessons. Sometimes you're teaching, sometimes you're the lesson.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're always getting pop quizzed.
Oh yeah.
And pretty much the bar for today's society is that if you can get up in the morning, right, go do whatever you're going to do during the day and come back home without killing anybody, you've done great. You deserve a star on your little calendar of good deeds.
Or being killed.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, if you haven't killed anybody, or if nobody killed you, it's a good day.
Yeah, that's right.
Just if you're going to be killed before work, because getting killed after work on the way home, that's how pissed off ghosts are turned into.
Yeah. I guess you're right about that. If you're going to be killed, you'd rather be killed before you go to work and not after. Rat dropped us like a bad habit, man. He's just like, I'm gone.
We weren't entertaining enough. We bored him.
Yeah. Speaking of, hold on a second. I'm going to get quiet for a second. Look at your phone.